Okay, folks, ready for a deep dive into some seriously cool cycling tech.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Today, we're talking Body Rocket. This is a new system, and it's aiming to make a serious difference in how we, and by we, I mean cyclists, think about aerodynamics. All thanks to information we found on their website.
Cutting edge stuff.
You ever get to, look at pro cyclists and just wonder, how?
Yeah.
How are they so darn fast?
All the time. It's like they're cutting through the air.
Well, it's more than just strong legs. A lot of it comes down to aerodynamics,
Yeah.
like the position on the bike. How they minimize drag.
Right, it's like they're barely there sometimes.
Exactly. But for us regular folks, wind tunnel testing, that's how the pros really dial it in. But it's not exactly an option for most of us. Too expensive, not to mention time consuming.
That's the thing about wind tunnels. Amazing results, but yeah, totally inaccessible to, well, almost everyone.
But that's where Body Rocket comes in. They got this really interesting system using sensors, and they say it can make getting that aero advantage a reality for pretty much everybody.
It's a pretty bold claim. Democratizing aero data. I like it in theory.
Okay, so let's break it down. What exactly is Body Rocket? I mean, I see sensors are involved, but paint me a picture.
Basically, it's all about real-time drag measurement. You slap these sensors on your bike, and they're constantly measuring how much you're being slowed down by, well, the air.
Ah, so it's like having your own personal wind tunnel, kinda.
Kinda, except way cheaper, obviously. And portable.
Real time, huh? Now we're talking. That's got to be a game changer. So where are these sensors?
3 key places: your pedals, seat post, and handlebars.
Okay, I'm with you so far. So we've got the sensors, they're chatting away with each other. What's the next step? Walk me through it.
As you ride, right. All those sensors, they're talking to each other constantly. They're measuring even the smallest pressure changes. And all of that tells them how much drag you're creating.
Fascinating.
And here's the cool part. All that data doesn't just sit there. It goes straight to your phone. Straight to the Body Rocket app, in fact.
So I can be riding and see what number's changing. What am I looking at on the app?
They haven't released all the details just yet, but I'm guessing, yeah, probably some raw data like your drag coefficient, that's CDA, if you're really into the science of it.
Right, right.
But I'm betting they'll also have some more, user-friendly stuff, visual cues, so you can see how changing your position, even slightly, changes the drag.
Oh, that's smart. So it's not just about the data. It's about making that data actually mean something to you right there on the bike.
Absolutely. Imagine like tucking in, getting more aero, and bam, you see your CDA drop right there in the app. Instant feedback.
Okay, I'm sold. I want that instant gratification.
And it doesn't stop there. So you finish your ride, all that data you collected, that gets sent up to Body Rocket servers. And this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, you've got my attention. Spill the beans.
They have this whole AI platform, and get this, they call it Brian.
Brian?
I know, right?
Like a cycling coach named Brian?
Yeah. Kind of fitting, isn't it?
I like it.
So, you've got Brian. They feed it all this data, your ride data from the sensors, and this is where the real magic happens.
I knew there had to be a reason for the name. All right, so what's Brian doing with all that data?
Think of Brian as your own personal aerodynamicist. It crunches the numbers and gives you personalized tips, like, hey, try tilting your handlebars up a little, or you might be faster with a different helmet.
Whoa, hold on. So I'm hearing this isn't just about showing me data. It's about giving me actionable insights. It's like having a coach in my pocket, basically.
Exactly. But a word of caution here, AI, it's still kind of in its early days, especially for something as nuanced as cycling aerodynamics.
Right, makes sense.
What works for one rider might not work for another. Plus, you've got to think about comfort, power output, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Comfort is king.
Yeah.
Or queen.
Yeah.
You can't be fast if you're miserable.
Exactly. So yeah, take Brian's advice, absolutely, but think of it more as a starting point, not like a rule book,
Right, like a conversation starter with your bike almost.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
So, final thoughts. This is some seriously cool tech. I mean, if this thing really takes off, could we see a future where bike designs themselves are changing because of the data Body Rocket's collecting?
Wouldn't that be something? To have bike manufacturers actually using this data, this real-world data from thousands of riders. I mean, right now they rely so much on those wind tunnel tests with just a handful of pros. It could revolutionize bike design.
It really could. Okay, listeners, I'm going to leave you with a question. Think about it. With a little help from our buddy Brian, how much faster could you be? How much faster could any of us be? I don't know about you, but I'm excited to find out.
Me too. This is going to be interesting to watch.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.